Welcome back. From classic flavors to creative twists, our next guest is serving up some of the most indulgent cookies in the Bay Area. What started as a fun family tradition has now become a booming small batch bakery that lets customers choose the flavors each week. Joining us in studio is the owner of No Crumbs Cookies, Nicole Balsamo. Thanks for being here, Nicole.
Thank you so much for having me. It is very sweet to be here with you today.
It is so sweet to have you, and I'm so excited to learn more about your story. You grew up cooking or baking with your mom. Tell me about the tradition when you were younger and how you were in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, totally. Every year for Christmas specifically, my mom and I would just be like, it was a baking marathon. For weeks and weeks leading up to it, we would be baking doughs, we would have them in the freezer, in the refrigerator, making Christmas classics, making Italian classics, making fun new cookies. And I've just always loved baking my whole life. Kind of lost it a bit as I went to college and early adulthood, but then moved here last year in January and really picked it back up.
Yes, and by really picking it back up, you started this in May, and it has exploded here in the Bay Area.
Yes.
Tell me about, what you decided to create with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think today's the 11th, so it's exactly 6 months of starting it. So thank you for helping me celebrate.
Yes.
But yeah, so I moved here from Chicago, and I really realized that there was maybe a lack of indulgent desserts in the Bay. And so I'm very health conscious, but I love a sweet treat. So I would be baking cookies for my husband and I every weekend. We would, share one, have one, and then have all of these other ones that we would be giving away to family, friends, colleagues. And then eventually it was like, well, let's see if other people would be interested in this.
Yeah.
So my brother and sister-in-law also live in the Bay, and we would decide what cookies I make every week based on what's called a cookie draft. So I would send out recipes every week, and they would tell me what they want me to bake. So as I started selling to actual customers, that was such a special part of how this was started that now actually every single week what I am baking is completely driven by my followers. Some weeks that's exciting. Some weeks I'm like, ooh, I really wish that other cookie won. But that is the fun of it. It's always a surprise. There's always different flavors every single week.
Yeah, so much fun. That is really so incredible. What do you feel in terms of just the feedback of people being, reacting and really going crazy? I feel like these are like a viral sensation every week. What does that mean to you?
Oh my gosh, I can't, it's such a pinch me moment. I can't even express it. I started this because I love baking, but honestly, what I've come to love most about it is actually meeting people every weekend.
Yeah.
So I still do all of my pickups on my own. I do pop-ups about every month. And just seeing the amount of people come out and say the kindest things about the cookies and me and supporting all of this, having people take pictures with me feels surreal and I'm just, just baking out of my kitchen. But it has been just humbling to see the support from everyone, from the local business community as well. It is beyond anything I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, well, congratulations. I'm so happy you get to spend your 6-month anniversary with us today. This is incredible. You are going to take us through a couple things. You want to explain what you brought?
Yes, definitely. So these all are the cookies that started it all. So this is my miso sea salt caramel chocolate chip cookie.
Yum.
I joke and call it my basic cookie because it is the most basic one, but I just said 7 words to describe it.
Yes.
But these are really the ones that started it all. They're definitely still my most popular cookies.
Okay.
And then what I have here is I have a few different ones. So I'm actually bringing you the box that people voted on this week. So what we have is a pistachio Nutella cookie, a pumpkin pretzel s'mores cookie,
Yum.
a red velvet cheesecake cookie that we'll put some graham crackers on top of, and then this one is a miso banana bread cookie with coconut, walnuts, and dark chocolate.
Wow, okay, these are anything but simple.
Yes.
I mean, so decadent. Incredible. How do you come up with these different flavors?
Yeah, it's a great question. I wish one that I had a better answer to. What it boils down to really is I get a lot of inspiration from childhood treats and kind of snacks. So I've done cosmic brownie cookies before, I've done Nutter Butter cookies before. Taking other classic desserts and making it into a cookie. So cinnamon roll cookie is actually on the menu for this week. I've done an almond croissant cookie before. And then kind of just trying to, one thing that I really pride myself in with my cookies is a good balance of salt. And so thinking of fun, savory, sweet, salty flavor combinations. And that's how we got this crazy pumpkin pretzel s'mores cookie over here.
Yeah, wow, I am just blown away. These smell incredible. I'm about to dive into one. You're gonna decorate something though for us. You're gonna kind of finish these off.
Yes. So Just very simple, but for the red velvet cheesecake cookie, we'll just put some graham cracker on top, kind of reminiscent of the crust on cheesecake. And then for the banana bread cookie, we're actually going to top this with a miso cream cheese frosting on top to add a little bit more of that umami as well. To balance out all the sweetness.
Okay, incredible. Well,
Yes.
I feel like we got to dive in. We got to celebrate here. Which one should I try?
Okay, you have to start with this
The
one.
original.
It's the original.
Yeah.
It's to this day like my favorite cookie I've ever made.
Okay, I can't wait to take a bite of this. And as I do, I want to know for anyone that is watching and they want to get their hands on these, what's the best way to order cookies and get to taste these?
Absolutely. So everything is mostly through my Instagram in terms of keeping up with things, keeping up with menus. So follow me at No Crumbs Cookies on Instagram. And then I do weekly releases every Sunday at 10 a.m. So those will go live on a website called Hot Plate, and that will be all on my Instagram. And basically, you can vote every Saturday for what I make the next week, and then I bake all weekend after work in my apartment kitchen. And then Sunday of the next weekend is when you will actually pick up those cookies that you've ordered the previous Sunday.
Okay, delicious. Wow, this is phenomenal. Like,
Thank you.
It is literally like nothing I've ever tasted.
Thank you.
We gave one away behind the scenes here to someone, and he was like just going gaga over it, and so I couldn't wait to taste this. Yes, it is a big deal. These are so, so good.
Thank you so much.